to the ground with the back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him,
breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the bounce. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to scramble. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Quarterback now breaking the field. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Roach. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just keep slinging it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Rides to back and leaves it. Fighting off the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it? He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and it was an easy call for the referees.
Offense gets set for second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Now on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls in the deep ball. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. To the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. See if this one is coming back. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. They're about to run a dirty half dozen plays on this drive. These corners going to give them some space. Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for a big play downfield. Reels it in down the left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He leaves it with his back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Trying to get rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Roach. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. to the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll try the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
First and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48.
Belly stutter. 325.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Maddox.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This is such a frustrating feeling when you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. This time he's got his man. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down at 2nd and 9. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Get off one more play before quarter's end. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down coming after the incompletion. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the... There he goes! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear that.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
On the play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. How about the defense? Almost a desperation-type play to stop this drive and preserve the lead.
I love how they've got guys flying around here in the second half and getting hats on the football. They practice creating these takeaways all week long in practice. They're trying to be opportunistic, and you're seeing that here from this defense in the second half.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Crosses the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's still running after the move. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Snowed under by the defense. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long.